just chill for a second, and then we'll let it start up, and then we'll start.
I bet.
If I was thinking about it, I would have got that damn paid for that damn deal, but I didn't. It's my bad.
Hey Harvey,
Yeah.
you get college 26 yet?
No, no, I'm beginning soon.
For sure. I just ordered it last night.
Oh, really? Yeah, it came out Monday.
Does it have the Madden? Did you get the Madden and college one together?
Yeah, the bundle, it got that.
Yeah. Is that the one you bought or no?
Nah, I only got college.
Fuck.
Yeah, I like
You just gonna play college?
I'm gonna get mad in when it comes out.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna get both. I hate college. I ain't even gonna lie. I hate the RPOs and that shit, man. That shit gets so annoying.
Yeah, bro.
Oh fuck, I can't see that bottom tier, man. It does that shit all the time. My bad. If they say on the bottom of the screen, it always be putting that down there. You can't freaking see him.
I'll mute you for a minute, all right?
Say
Okay.
again.
What up, Dustin?
Nothing.
Oh yeah, I was talking with my uncle who's a Patriots fan. He said he don't even know who Dante Thornton is, and I'm like, what? Like, did you not watch the past draft?
Your uncle said that he didn't know who he was?
Yeah, like because he said we had no receivers, and I was like, bro, we have Myers, we have Besh, and he's like, who the heck is Besh? I'm like, uncle, you cannot be serious.
Crazy.
Yeah, you know, everybody get that last name wrong. It's not Besh, it's Beck.
Okay, I'll be honest. Like the reason I said Besh because someone told me it was Besh. But
It is. It's like
No,
beach.
no,
It's
no.
beach. BECH.
I thought it was BECH.
It's
Beck, that's Beck.
BECH. It's beach. Did you say Beck?
Yeah, that's
I
what.
said B.
Yeah.
Beck would be spelled BECK.
I just think it's
Now,
crazy how some people don't think we got receivers when we actually do.
I mean, we'll have some if they develop. That's for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Salute Raider Nation. Appreciate y'all showing up here today, man. Really do appreciate all you guys. Salute to the chat. Salute to the mods in the chat. Salute to everybody here on the panel. Frickin' Cortez, Adam, Frickin', and Harvey. Really do appreciate all you guys. We'll have a few other people join us up here tonight, man, and go from there. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to Rock. Salute to Rudy. Salute to all you guys, man. Really do appreciate it. So basically, there's been deal rumored out that Derek Carr may be coming back to the Raiders, and he's already been talking with Mark about it. He's talked with a lot of people. You've heard here recently that he wanted to retire as a Raider and everything of those factors. And I think a lot of people are thinking of the wrong deal about Derek coming here as a player. He's not going to come here as a player. Derek wants to come back here as a fan. He wants to basically go on the Raiders sideline, interact with people. He wants to basically be like Charles Woodson, basically for the Raiders, but he wants to be actively with the team. So I think at the end of the day, be a pretty cool idea. I mean, Derek Carr, I've always said I like Derek Carr a lot. So if you bring him here and he's able to interact and help grow the
Like,
Raiders
to
in
be
that
honest, I'm not
aspect,
very
I'd be
sure,
all for it.
but
I don't think I'd be against it. Um, Plus, I think it's pretty cool if he retires here. They're talking about him lighting a
that's
torch
his mini
like
helmet.
that. So I think it'd be cool, man.
That's
So,
his helmet, but
you guys have anything you want to add
we
on?
didn't want to.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that it'd be really good if he did play with the Raiders again, because we sure could really use his
No,
expertise. You know what I'm saying? We really miss him, and I would like to see him in the silver and black again playing.
In my opinion, he was a leader on our team, for 9 years. And having him on the sideline would give this team an extra energy boost and also to the fans because Derek Carr was a true quarterback in our history for the Raiders, in my opinion.
Facts. I mean, that's what he is. He's a leader, man. I mean, he leads by example. He knows how to rally up people. I think him with the fans, a lot of fans like him, man. I mean, I don't think it would hurt. And sometimes I think you need people like that to start gravitating people back to the Raiders, back into our deal. Like I said, I think it'd be pretty cool for him to come here as a fan and light the torch and interact with people. What do you think, Cortez?
shit, my shit's messing. Can you guys hear me? Can you
Yeah,
guys hear me now?
I hear you.
Oh yeah. Come on, man. I could just quit hating on him. It's time for me just to quit hating on the dude. He lives like 45 minutes from where I'm at. He has his house here now.
Better.
Shoot, actually, I'm thinking of going to a Fresno State game this coming year. Several, actually.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm happy. I want him to come back. I want him to come back. He's a Raider for life.
Definitely is.
Oh
No doubt
yes.
about that.
Fucking, I wouldn't even mind later on in his career, man. If he came back as an OC, quarterback coach,
And
something of the
and what
fashion.
I'm
Just
hearing too, he's gonna. I think he may come back and coach at Fresno State for a minute.
that'd be cool.
Because he says that he's not done at Fresno State either.
I can see him coaching there, definitely.
Definitely
Yeah,
quarterback coach or offense coordinator or eventually a head coach down the line in the NFL.
I mean, he's young as hell, dude. He's 34 years old, so I mean, he still has a long ways to go.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot! You got a special visitor in your life too, Dustin.
Say again.
There's somebody watching in your show. Somebody
Nice.
new.
Nice. Um,
Yeah.
I think Rock, if you say that, would we keep Mayer or trade him? I'd keep him, man. I mean, if I'm just being honest, unless he's getting traded for a pretty good player. I mean, a player that's going to freaking dominate. Like if we traded him in the Terry trade or something of the factor, like I probably wouldn't mind it. But I
Who?
would probably say trade or keep him for this year because of Chip's offense. I
Who
think
are
if
we
you
gonna
have
be trading though?
Michael Mayer, I think if you keep Michael Mayer on the team, you
Oh
got
no,
a way
Michael ain't
better
going
system.
nowhere, bro.
You'll have a way better system. You can run 12, 13. You can be in singles, shotguns. I mean, he can be in 5 wide. I mean, he can be in all kinds. You can bring 6 people to the line. I mean, you got so many different rotations keeping Mayer on the team this year with Bowers. 100%. I think frickin' you keep. I think you keep Mayer. What do you guys think?
I can agree because the more tight ends you have, you're right, Dustin. The 13 personnel, the 12 personnel, or even like the 14 personnel where you got a tight end split out wide and you got 3 on the line of scrimmage. See what you can run out these plays is like a fake trips reverse, and basically it's a handoff to like let's say for example the 6 hole going towards the outside. See, it's basically what I like about it it's a lot of more trick plays, and it opens up the offense for explosive opportunities.
Hell yeah. What do you guys think?
Well, I think Michael Mayer, he
Nah,
wanted to be a
bro. Like,
regular, and I don't think he's going nowhere because it's really good not only just to have one tight end with him, you got the speed and you got the power and the blocking the Bowers. That's a deadly combination right there. So I think he still need to stay as the Raiders tight end too.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree. Salute. I can never say this dude's name. Chives. I don't fucking know. Salute, bro. Appreciate you. I hate to. I don't. How do you guys say his name? You guys know how you pronounce his name?
Is it like chives that go on sour
Chives
cream?
NFL
On a baked
losing
potato?
podcast. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I would keep him unless we're trading them for Terry, fucking scary Terry. I'm not getting rid of him. And I probably still wanted his contract's too cheap to have both those dudes on the squad. I mean, you got a hell cheap ass roster with good ass players. You don't get
Yeah,
lucky like that. So
right.
I don't think you pass on one.
Nah, you don't pass on that, man. You keep him.
Definitely.
Want to keep him.
I'm just trying to read through these real quick, and then salute James, appreciate you, bro. Salute Seth, appreciate you.
I mean, he ain't no terrible player like Jamarcus Russell was.
Appreciate you.
You keep him. Yes, keep Michael Mayer, man. Keep him.
All right, man.
Keep him.
Here. So Decamerion Richardson we'll be talking about next. So
Okay.
basically they had Thornton go over on I think it was Chad Sports, I think is where he was at. And he was over there talking about players, and they brought up Decamerion Richardson, and basically Thornton said like, "Hey, don't be sleeping on Decamerion Richardson." He's like, "That dude's a freak athlete. He jams the hell out of me all the time. He's one of the hardest corners I go against in camp." He said like, "This Decamerion Richardson's no joke, man." Basically, is what he's talking about him. And basically saying like, don't sleep on him. He has that 4'3", 42 or 6'2". He's matched up really well against Thornton apparently, and he talks a lot about him. And I mean, I think like I told you guys months back, like if I was to have my dream roster coming out in this deal, I said I would want Decamerion Richardson and Thornton being the starters because you have a 6'3", 6'2", running 4'3", 40. Speed. I mean, it's going to be hard as hell. And that type of Pete Carroll system, you couldn't ask for a better tandem. Like you're not having this offset of height and not having speed or not having a physical player or not being able to play man press. You literally got two identical guys, man, that can pretty much do the exact same thing. And I
Right.
think that's pretty fair. So I think if Decamerion Richardson is playing as well as Thornton saying, I mean, I've said it, Bennett may be in a lot more trouble than he thinks because a lot of people keep saying about Bennett this, Bennett that. But the things I've read and seen about Bennett is that they're saying that Bennett doesn't fit the scheme. He has issues inside the scheme. He is sitting and playing with twos due to an injury, but more due to the scheme fit. There's a lot of things about what they're saying about Richardson, and to me, I just think, Bennett, I just think if you're going out there with Richardson, that showed that he can play really good. At the end of the year, came out at a very high level of play. So I mean, I hope it's true that he's playing as good as Thornton's talking about because that would only benefit us in a massive way. And it'll just show like he was a good pick. He was a good player. Development matters, man. And when you have the coaching staff that we have and the personnel that we have, we should be able to develop players and then see the production. So I think if you're having Stokes and Porter, all these guys start popping up here, I think it's just better for us. But I've said I'm glad that like Richardson is coming up and doing what he is. What do you guys think?
Honestly, if I'm being a little honest, I got to kind of see it to believe it. And I'm only saying this because last year, Decamerion Richardson was only a rookie. You feel me? And like, I want to see how much he's improved from over the offseason and see if he can take that next step. Because with his speed and athleticism and his height, he is a perfect scheme fit, like you said, Dustin. Because like in a zone scheme, you got to be fast, physical, strong, and tall. And
Oh yeah.
that's pretty much the prototype of corner that Pete Carroll likes to bring in. So those are my thoughts.
What do you
Yeah,
guys?
my thoughts about that. I mean, it's just like Adam said last year, he was a rookie. So he done gained some, he gonna put some weight on, to keep, to be on the field a lot. And you got DeAndre Thornton Jr. and him too. I think just like you said, Dustin, I mean, it'll be good to have him as a wide receiver too. And people shouldn't sleep on the Karen. How you pronounce his name? The Decamerion Richardson. I hope I'm saying it.
The Camry.
Yeah, yeah, the Karen Richardson. Yeah, they should give him a chance. Because
Definitely.
most of all, just like the late great John Madden said on
They call him Decam though.
Madden NFL '96, speed kills.
Heck yeah, that's Cliff Branch right there. It's Cliff Branch.
Yeah, that's my opinion on that situation.
Yeah, no. And like I already had this conversation behind the scenes with Dustin. Dustin knows where I'm at with the corners.
Well, let him know.
Yeah, I like so this is my opinion. My top 3 corners are
He's trying to bite me and pinch me too.
Darian Porter, Eric Stokes. We could trade Bennett. Put Decam in the slot.
Okay.
Or
Decam
we could interchange if we get a safety. If we could get another safety, put Jeremy Chin there as the nickel. And then if we could get a Justin Simmons, that would work perfect too. With the Simmons.
Right.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of good free agent corners still. Like
Yeah.
like obviously, honestly, Cortez, I could see like Eric Stokes playing as the outside corner as a starter.
Yeah. He's the number one. He's the number one option, and then Darian Porter is the other one because Darian Porter's going to start.
That's why I've been
over
hearing
Richardson. Yeah, over Richardson. And like Jacorian Bennett could be a good slot, but he's injury prone. That's the big problem with them.
That's not good.
Yeah,
that's not good.
You got to be available in the NFL. Like you cannot have a long injury history.
Yeah. No. and then somehow I could see Sam Webb making the team somewhere on that roster. Sam Webb's been around for a while with us.
He just got honestly like we've been using Sam Webb as depth for like the past 2-3 years.
Yeah. As a depth player, we could just always use him as a depth or put him on special teams. Let him do special teams. That's how you can make your money too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, shoot. I went to the mall today, not to get off subject, but I seen a Aston Genty Raider jersey. I'm like, dang it, I want that. Thing's nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that thing's nice. Yeah.
That's
But yeah, that's how I.
What were you
What,
saying?
Dustin?
What were you saying?
Decam could be a backup to one of the outside, or if we get Simmons, we could put Jeremy Chin at the nickel.
Yeah,
Dustin, you remember we had that conversation?
I'd love to put Chin at the nickel. That'd be where I'd like to see him.
Yeah, bro. He would, and that defense be crazy.
I don't know why I can't kick this.
Oh, sure. What's the next topic?
And can't kick the other account off. That's reasons.
What account? There's only 4 on screen right now.
I was gonna say shout out to Trey's mom for tuning in last week, man. Really do appreciate it. For
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
You could go to basically.
Yeah, bro. You need to get him, bro. You need to.
I really
get
do
Trey
appreciate you stopping by our channel and watching it. Really do appreciate it.
Hey, Dustin, you need to get Trey on here.
Or what?
Yeah, salute to Trey's mom, Trey Tucker's mom. Always watching the show.
Hell yeah, tune in weekly. Really do.
Yeah,
appreciate it,
bro. Hey, bro. Just somehow, bro, behind the scenes, see if you could get Speedster on the show.
He's gonna be playing football, so we'll see.
Yeah, bro. Just imagine him and Dante Thornton together on the field. Who's gonna be able to stop that speed? There's not 2 corners on nobody's team that has that speed.
Hell no.
No, you could see them.
It would basically be Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle over again.
Hell yeah,
all over again.
I told you guys he ran a 4.27.
And one of my favorites is Besh, man. Besh is a stud. Besh, I think that's how you pronounce it. That kid and let's not forget they just had that that celebrity softball tournament.
Hell yeah.
And Brock Bowers destroyed that. Even Besh was on the team. Both of our kicker and punter were there. Theron Munford was playing in it. Yeah, bro. And then
McCormick.
Yeah, all of them were out there repping, and they won it finally.
Facts. I want to figure out the echo in here because the fucking thing's echoing back and forth hardcore. But
what's the next topic?
Either way,
Hey, we should go over linebackers, Dustin.
Yeah, we can talk about linebackers here because there's a few topics for when other people hop on.
So the linebacker. So I'll start off. So me and Dustin's been talking about this behind the scenes. About there's just gonna, in my opinion, there's just gonna be 5 linebackers on this team. So we know 3 of them. And there's 2 that's gonna be backup or could play right away too. But I'm if the Raiders could trade Tommy Eichenberg, I would do it. I'll get rid of Matt. What's Matt Jones, isn't it, Dustin?
For what?
The UDFA, I'll cut him. And then there's another Bennett, I think's his name. Cut him too. That's 3 already, and then the rest could go. But the 5 that I would keep is Pratt, Landon Roberts, Devin White, Ferrari as Maury Gaynor, and Cody Lindenberg. And they're already letting Lindenberg wear the green dot. So if Landon Roberts needs a breather, just bring in Cody Lindenberg and let him do. But that's my 5.
I can agree to that.
Yeah. That's how I like the linebackers. Because Pratt, it's most likely going to be Pratt and and Landon Roberts, or they could rotate both of them because they both could wear the mics. Because I think Pratt wear the dot in Cincinnati when he was there for a long time.
Yeah, and plus, like,
And that's one of my favorite linebackers.
to continue what you were saying, Cortez, like, I think the scheme we're switching to is going to be a primarily 3-4 with like a 4-3 formation, kind of like multiple formation type of thing. You feel me? So like we know Pratt has
Yeah.
experience as the Mike in a
Blueberries.
4-3, and like Landon Roberts has the experience in a 3-4. So either way, I think we're gonna have certain packages where we're gonna see
Yeah, both of them could work.
Roberts like Roberts in the middle, or sometimes Pratt as like the will linebacker, or even using Gainer as like a Sam linebacker to penetrate the sequence.
A rusher, you could bring him in as one of the outside as a rusher, and just use. You could go with Adam Butler, Max, Kuntz, and then you could have two of the and Devin White, and you could have if you run a 3-4, you could have Devin White and Amari Gainer on the outside, and then have Pratt and Landon Roberts in the middle. They'll be the 3-4.
Definitely.
Because both of the two outside could get to the rusher or get through the line. They're both rushers. Devin White could rush.
Yeah, and I don't know if you'll catch us in 4 linebackers out on the field at one time, because that can be a liability.
No, but you could pull out.
Want to run more DBs out there being able to have coverage skill versus running. You would want your run stopping linebackers in there when you know that they're running.
No, like for that package, you could run that package on like 3rd and 1 or something.
Yeah, because I think if you're
on special downs, just run that package. But the rest, it's going to be a 4-3.
Yeah, I think you'll run Roberts. I think it'll
Pratt.
be Roberts, Devin White, Pratt. I think those will be your main right there. Mari Gainer.
And then like on passing downs, you could pull off a Landon Roberts and get him like the corner, or somebody could run off to the sideline and switch out their helmet.
Yeah,
and get the green dot to like Pratt or something.
Yeah, I think from everything I've heard is that they're going to look to either trade away Eichenberg, or because they can protect players in the practice squad this year, so they may move them down there and try to protect them. I don't know though how that whole deal will go over, but from what I've heard is Tommy Eichenberg showed up to camp. He's played very well. There's nothing wrong with what he's doing. He just ain't the fit for what they're doing. And they said Lindenberg has a higher side than Tommy Eichenberg being out there. Annie during the green. Annie knows that they're doing a lot bigger. So, like I said, they're really high on Lindenberg. Like, they like Lindenberg a lot. So I've said, like, you got Jalen Smith, all these guys here, but I think they're just more cam bodies pushing people at the moment. And either way, with whatever ones you end up with, those 5 is my 5. That's the same 5 I see. But outside of it, I think we got for the first time in a long time, we have a really good option at having multiple linebackers that we can keep here that are going to be really good. Where in the past, we've been lucky to have 1 or 2. So if you're just looking at Pratt, Roberts, and White, all starting linebackers in the NFL, and all done a good job. So I think we're lucky to be able to have all them here right now, in my opinion. You want to add to it, Harvey, to this topic?
The linebacker core, I think you was right, Dustin. I think Adam Butler need to play as linebacker. I think he'll get a lot of good snaps That's how you say it, snaps. So yeah, I think Adam Butler would do a good job as a linebacker.
No, Adam Butler most definitely won't do a good job as linebacker. He'll be a defensive tackle. Nose
But
tackle.
No, bro, no.
But there I go jumping the gun. I'm sorry. I played right outside linebacker
Yeah.
in high
You play
school. That's
linebacker,
my
learn some
favorite
deep
position.
shit.
I'm
No,
sorry. I'm sorry about that, man. But like I said, the ones that y'all just said that
Move away, dude. Okay, I'll get him in a minute. Move away.
no, that either way,
And
that
go.
either one, I think would really do a good job for the Raiders. So I think either one can do a really good job as playing linebacker, for the Raiders because they had good. They didn't have spectacular seasons last season, but they did okay. So okay is better than them failing in my book.
So basically,
The best man that's experienced.
ASAP put Bob fucking put out there. He said our weakest point is the interior D line, and our pub list just popped off yesterday. Yet the units made it up. Just need a
Right.
game from all of the sophomores not wanting to sign. Like D line is weakest if Christian Wilkins doesn't come back. But dude, I've heard reports Christian Wilkins had a second surgery, that he's in good fucking condition, and that he thinks 100% he's going to hit the field on week 1 of the season. So I don't know, how truthful those rumors are, but I've heard from numerous different people, and there is a very good possibility that it is true. So I think that I've said it the whole entire time. He could have had something that was done that was minimal. That's why he's been in the boot when people are just thinking that he's re-wearing it. I think he was more get it done over, but it was a minimal surgery, not as big as people thought, probably to correct something. But long story short, he's literally said that he will be on the field come week 1 against them Patriots. So if he's on the field, I don't think we're a weak line. Even if he's not, all right, let's say that he's not there. I've said this, dude. If it was me, I know how I'd fix this issue right away because I've said like the issue that I felt that the Raiders had with Cleveland Farrell was that they moved him out of being a defensive tackle and tried to move him to the outside edge and play him as a DN. I think when they were playing him back and forth, they were creating an issue just like they are with Tyree Wilson right now. Cleveland Farrell demanded double teams. He got pressure up the gut, dude. Like the guy played good inside. It was when they tried moving him inside outside is where he struggled massively. And the Niners put that theory when he went over there. So I say it like this: if I was the Raiders, I've told you guys ever since we've drafted Tyree Wilson that he reminds me of DeForest Buckner. He has the damn bigger arm span than him. He's just as strong up front, dude. He's a bull rusher. He's not your typical big lineman that you're going to sit out there. But I've said you can most definitely play him inside. He demands double team. He can just dirt your fucking dude if you put him 1-on-1. And if I was the Raiders, and I know that Christian Wilkins is out the rest of this year, there's one move I'm making. I've said I would like the Justin Simmons deal, but I don't think Justin Simmons is a big need for our team. If Jeremy Chinn's not moving to the sublime backer, slash nickelback spot, I wouldn't get Justin Simmons because I believe we have good enough linebackers back there in Paulo and in Chin that you don't make that move. I think you make the Simmons move if you're moving Chin down into the box, and that's what your plan is. Outside of that, I've said if you take freaking Tyree Wilson, you move him to the DT. There's still 2 good edge rushers that haven't signed yet that are still out there. Von Miller, I would go get him in a heartbeat, dude. Like he's fucking in the sack summit with Max. He knows Max really well. I think if you had both of those dudes playing off the edge in rotation, because he's not going to take over Malcolm's spot, and Von knows he's towards the end of his deal, so I think he wouldn't have an issue coming here and playing rotation for sure to keep him fresh and be more of an aggressive player. If not, you can still go get Clowney, which I'm not a big time Clowney fan, man. Like I don't really care too much for Clowney. I would probably pass on that one, but you never know. Clowney's still a good player, got good production, so I think there's ways to make the line better, even if we don't have Christian Wilkins playing. So to me, I think you have options in free agency. You have ways that you can pick up the team and make it a little bit better. I've said it the whole time. I would play frickin' Tyree Wilson as a DT, dude, like 100%. And you're not always going to be in a 4-3 to play him, and you know damn well he's not going to play NT. So you know damn well, yeah. Then go sit out on the couch and sit down, and leave your sister alone. You understand? Huh? What did I say? Leave your sissy alone, right? Huh? All right, close my door and go. But I would just say, like, you have options here. You have options that can make it good, where our team can still be a pretty good overall team. And I would love to see Tyree inside, man. If I'm just being honest, the guy's a fucking bulldog, bro. I mean, that guy can fucking take you and chuck your ass back. I mean, look what he did to that lineman during preseason against the Cowboys his first year, and even with the busted ass foot. And you look at Tyree right now, he's fucking rock, dude. The guy's like a fucking just rock, dude. I've said it. Give him a few years, get that man body. That dude most definitely got that man body right now. That motherfucker is just like a damn pit bull. So that's how I would do it, man. I would move Tyree inside, and I'd still play Snowden and Malcolm Kuntz on the outside, but you can most definitely go after Vaughn or Clowney to help out that deal. I don't think I'd go after anybody as a DT out there in free agency or not. I just don't think there's a good enough player. I think if you were to go back after, Jenkins over there in Baltimore, you could probably most definitely go back after him just by familiar the team. But I don't think I would do that. I would probably just Tyree down and try to go. You have better options at the DN. It'd make more sense to spend money on a good DN, and then you're going to be depending on Butler at the NT. So I don't think. Then if Wilkins comes in, like I said, there's a lot that can happen there, man. But yes, you're right. I think the line is one of the weakest, and I think cornerback room is one of the weakest. If Richardson's not performing like Thornton's saying, I think the weakest position on this whole fucking team is the cornerback position. But if you're saying Porter and Richardson are playing the way that Thornton's saying, then that's what I wanted the whole entire time. So I'd be all right with that. But I think the cornerback room is easily the weakest position here on this team. If Bennett's not playing at the par, you're playing with Stokes. That was literally a nickelback over him. Now he's our outside corner. I mean, you think that Green Bay has a pretty fucking damn good defense that they would have been able to play Eric Stokes on the fucking outside if that was the case. But I mean, again, they do play Reds on the outside, inside, and outside. But I don't know. I can't really speak on Stokes 100% in Green. I never watched them. Like, if I'm just being dead ass honest, I never watched the dude over there. Fucking, I barely even knew the player. So I guess I'll just have to wait until he's here. But do you have anything to add, Adam?
I've watched some tape of Eric Stokes. He's fluid, like when he's dropping in the zone, like he's very quick at getting to his spot. But the thing is sometimes the press coverage, because he's so tall, he'll slip if he takes one wrong step when trying to press, So that's gonna be kind of a liability that he's got to work on.
What do you think about the D line?
Honestly,
bro.
Honestly, the D line. Let's be honest. We all know about Christian Wilkins. That's gonna be a major loss. But I do have confidence in Malcolm Kuntz coming back fully healthy. When this guy is healthy, he is a monster out there, and the tape has shown it. He showed it against the Chiefs in 2023, and I think if he's healthy out there, and then that's going to free up Adam Butler to get a true one-on-one matchup, which he's good at. And Justin, like you said, moving Tyree Wilson to the inside would be able to eliminate the center guard double teams, which is going to allow even more one-on-one matchups with our three guys. And if they have one-on-one matchups, that's going to be pressure instantly with how good Max and Kuntz are, and how smart Adam Butler is as a defensive player. Those are my thoughts.
What do you think? What do you think there, Harvey? Are we going to talk
Uh,
about receivers or the player? No, I'm just kidding. Uh, we're on DTs here. We're on DTs, just so you know.
well, just let me add to that. I don't know anything about what's the guy you said, Dustin. I don't know anything
Tyree
about the
Wilson.
dude. No, no, what? No, the first one that you said, the first name that you said.
I said Tyree Wilson taking over Christian Wilkins' job.
Okay. Well, yeah,
If he has
Tyree
to be in
Wilson. I
it. If
mean,
he has to be in it.
he proved a lot last year. He didn't get that many sacks, but I think he can do a good job if Tyree Wilson. I mean, if Christian Wilkins is not available, because in
Yeah,
my opinion, I don't think he will be available. This goes to that post that you had posted. Is Christian Wilkins the worst NFL, the worst Raiders contract signing ever? Well, I say he's number two. Number one will always be Jamarcus Russell. Let's add to that.
I,
I gotta say
I,
that.
honestly, I can understand why they're saying the contract is bad. I get that we played him a lot, but also
Right.
we can't control when injuries happen.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, but like I said, Tyree Wilson, he should get that position. Really. I think he'll do much better at that position than the one he is at now. Because
yeah,
they'll be just his speed. It'll be just his speed. You know what I'm saying? Physicality, you know, brute force, trying to battle for a sack. I think he'll do better at that position being in the inside.
Plus, I like to add this about Tyree Wilson on tape. He shows the bull rush technique, which is
Oh
perfect for
yeah.
a defensive tackle.
Oh yeah. Most definitely. Most definitely.
Exactly.
I seen someone say something about Kobe Myers up here that I wanted to talk about him falling down. I seen the comment here a minute ago, but for some reason I can't find it right now. And it's true, man. There's certain players out there. There's certain players out there. Um, there's certain players out there that when you catch the ball and you start moving across or get too fast, you get underneath yourself and end up tripping yourself and fall down. I think he even mentioned Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs used to do it all the time, trying to run too quick in front of themselves, and then they end up face planting it right down in the ground.
Right.
Look, dude, I've said this about Jacoby. I like Jacoby. But I think the problem with Raider fans is like we get too ahead of ourselves when it comes to players, man. Like if I'm just being dead ass honest, okay, like this is the things I try to understand. Like people say like Jacoby, he's a Raider. He's been through it with the Raiders already. This, that, the other. A lot of people be with a lot of teams. That's just part of the game. 32 teams. You don't get to pick where you go. That's just how the game works. It's $1 billion business. It's not to be friends with people. Like I don't understand why people don't get it. It's a job. You're only renting the jersey. You're only there for a certain amount of time. Your main
That's what
goal
I
is
say.
down in the history books. Otherwise, most people will never even know who you were. It's just the facts of what it is. When you're going out there, you want to be elite. You want to be the best that you can. If everybody talks about the Raiders can make the playoffs and that, you want to do what's best for the team, that means evaluating every single position at hand, contracts, players, and so on. As much
Right.
as people don't want to agree that Jacoby probably look, in my opinion, I've said this in the last slide that we just did about Terry for Jacoby. I would trade for Terry. I would give Terry $30 fucking million a year, and I would ship Jacoby over there. And the reasons is because when you start overrating yards isn't what wins games. Yards is overrated if people don't understand football. You can throw a
Right.
lot of yards in an open field, and you can gain a lot of yards throughout the season in a 17-game season. I think the average is 88 yards per game. and you'll break 1,000 fucking yards. So I think yardage is way overrated anymore in the game of football because it doesn't have the same meaning. If you're having a lot of yards and a lot of touchdowns, that's a good fucking stat line, especially for your number one wide receiver. And for people to sit here and say that Brock Bowers is our number one wide receiver, that's dumb as fuck, dude. You don't take the number one wide receiver position and give it to your fucking tight end. It's a great option to have Brock Bowers as good as he is, how great he plays, being a really good player. That's a plus to us, dude. But you sure in the hell don't name him your number one wide receiver. If Brock is to get honed in on by double teaming and so on, it's going to hurt us pretty fucking big. And there's teams out there that can most definitely make him not an option. So this is the way I look at it. Just like I said in the last line, if you look at Jacoby and you look at Terry had 1,000 yards, just like Jacoby had 1,000 yards. Everybody talks about Jacoby's drop rate. 0 drops. All right, that's fucking good, but he only had 4 touchdowns. So what the fuck does fucking 0 drops matter if you're only getting 4 fucking touchdowns on 1,000 fucking yards? On the other hand, you have Terry over here. He fucking had 1,000 yards. He had 10 fucking drops, and he had 13 fucking touchdowns. See, the difference is his drops are contested catches when they fucking matter. In the red zone, going into the red zone, open fucking field. Drop rate is overrated like a motherfucker. You can't sit here and say, oh, Jacoby had 0 fucking drops, but he only had 4 touchdowns, and this guy has 10 fucking drops with 13 fucking touchdowns. There's a pretty massive fucking difference there than us looking at a fucking drop rate. That's why I think a lot of football players or fans of the Raiders, they're fucking uneducated as shit. They don't understand when people want to sit and say 0 drop rate, 1,000 fucking yards. Good, fucking goddamn Waller and fucking Renfro got 1,000 yards too, dude, and that never did nothing again over there. If players are hurt and you're force feeding the ball to players because you don't have no other options out on the fucking field, there's a good way why you got 1,000 yards. Like we have to. No, dude, no, you're not. Go to your mom. She's in the room. Close the door. Close my door. And, if you're not sitting there looking at it for the right reasons of what those yards are doing and what they matter, people sit here and say, well, he had Aiden O'Connell and he had freaking Gardner. Great. I don't give a fucking who he had. I don't care if he had the water boy. He still had 1,000 fucking yards. It means he got the ball thrown to him enough fucking times to accumulate 1,000 yards. I think it was 87 receptions.
Yes.
And again, fucking Terry got it on 82. And he averages fucking 14 yards per carry versus Jacoby's 11. Yeah, it makes it matter when you're stumbling and falling down because you're trying to get out underneath yourself. And then on the other hand, you got guys that are just dominant ass players. Sometimes getting rid of a player makes you fucking better for the better player. When people sit here and look at the Devontae Adams, because that's another deal they'll try to use as an excuse. Devontae came here because of Derek Carr, and he was friends with him. That's why Devontae Adams came. And then when Derek Carr got shipped, Devontae didn't want to fucking be here. Scary has no
baby daddy.
Scary has nobody to be here. So if he's to come here, he's going to play at the position that he's here to fucking play because he wants to be fucking great. There's a big fucking difference here. And if you were to give Gino him, which Gino has most yards downfield by a quarterback over the last few years of 20 fucking plus yards, I'm pretty sure Terry gives us a way better option than a fucking first-year player in Thornton that is yet to take the field and yet to contest fucking a guy like Sartain and other fucking great corners that he's going to face this year, like Cooper and all these other fucking dudes. So you can't just sit here and say, man, let me put all my fucking faith into fucking Thornton that is yet to even play a goddamn NFL snap. And not only that, he's only got over 600 fucking yards on 23 receptions, even when he was in college. So there's nothing saying this dude's just going to come out and go 1,000 fucking yards and fucking 20 fucking touchdowns. Would it be a plus if he did? Yeah, but there ain't no goddamn coach in the whole entire NFL sitting here saying, boy, this 1,000 plus and these 10 fucking 15 touchdowns. They're not fucking saying that, dude. So that's why you trapped a beach in front of them and fucking got other options there. So to me, like I said, the stumbling in that, yes, it can catch up. It can hurt us later on, but I'm not going to say that Jacoby's not a good player. I'm not going to say that. And I'm not going to say he's a bad player. And I'm not going to say I don't like him. What I'm going to say is that when, just like Mike Mayock said years ago, if you can get better, get fucking better. It doesn't matter who the fucking player is. It doesn't matter who they are. The only guy on this team I feel that has an exemption of not going nowhere is Max fucking Crosby. I believe he's the only one. And outside of that, any other player on this motherfucker is tradable at any goddamn time, and I don't care who they are. Like, I would even trade Max if the right circumstances came about. Because I've always said I put the shield first. I don't fucking put the player first.
Right.
And I've always said, like, we tired of fucking losing? Do we want to do what's best for the fucking team? Like, that's what I want to do. I want to do what's best for the team. I do not want to sit here and say I want to hold on to a guy because I like the fucking guy. A lot of players have gone through shit for our team, the fucking Browns, all kind of other fucking Jets, all kind of other teams. So you can't sit here and say that's what they get fucking paid millions of dollars to do. They're hoping for a championship, but there's very many fucking teams that fucking make it there. And there's been all kinds of NFL players that's never played in a playoff game, let alone in a championship game. So we can't just sit here and do that. We have to do what's best for our fucking team right here, right now, while Pete Carroll and this staff is here with Chip and them, because we have not had a coaching staff at any fucking type of this level and over the last fucking 15 plus years, let alone the consistency of these fucking coaches. So you'd be stupid as fuck if you spent the next 3 fucking years shitting on the fucking stool. You want to take advantage of every fucking option, especially when you got $30 fucking million in your cap space. Every fucking thing is an option. If you trade Jacoby at 15 fucking million right now and you pick up fucking Terry for 30, you're only spending 15 of the fucking 30 fucking million that we got in cap. You're not fucking busting you out. You're fucking putting a fucking solid player here. And I said it, if Jacoby goes to 18 and we're paying fucking Terry 30, we're only paying 12 million more in that case. So we're not losing money here. We fucking get rid of the we don't pay his contract, so that money goes straight over to him. It's not like we're just giving all our fucking money away. So I would just say that there's options, and there's obviously better options for the positions we got. If you have Scary Terry on the line over Jacoby, you're going to the fucking playoffs damn near. You know damn well he's going to score fucking touchdowns. Jacoby scored 4 touchdowns. We had 4 wins. He's the number 1 wide receiver. 4 touchdowns, 4 wins. Fucking, here's the number 1 wide receiver for the fucking Redskins, Terry. He has 13 touchdowns with 13 wins. Touchdowns fucking matter. So, outside of that, if you want to say something, Adam, you can go.
Yeah, you're right. Touchdowns do matter. I mean, you can get as many catches as you want to all day long, but if you don't get no touchdowns behind it, that don't mean do it, Scott. I mean, it's just like, you don't get no touchdowns, you get over 1,000 yards. It's like you wasting the team organization's time and money.
Well,
honestly, I can agree because you gotta put up points every drive.
Yeah.
That's how you gain momentum every single football game.
Yeah.
But also, there are points in the game where you're not always going to get that third and short, or that first down from third and long. So let's say you're in field goal range, but if you have confidence in your offense that they can score from 4th down or just simply get the first down, then always go for it, Like, that's what this offense could potentially be like, especially when we got a running back like Genty. And on top of that, if we did, in fact, trade, Jacoby, and this is hypothetically, it would make our offense more explosive because Terry McLaurin is a true number 1 wide receiver.
Right.
He's got the speed, he's got the route running, and the athleticism. The kid is an amazing receiver. And basically, that gives you a target outside of Bowers. So, basically, overall, Terry McLaurin will make us a better team, if the trade were to happen.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with Justin too. I think they should trade Jacoby and get
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up, Ozzy?
What's up, Ozzy?
Dude, if you were to bring Terry here, dude, with this fucking lineup, dude, when you have people like Thornton Tucker, fucking Beach, you have Michael Merritt, Bowers, Genty, fucking Monsterston, Sierra McCormick. All I'm telling you is that you can't fucking guard all of them, and you sure in the fuck ain't gonna be guarding Terry the same way you're guarding Jacoby. You know, I've
That's
said it.
facts.
Jacoby can be confined when it comes
So,
down
Joe.
into the red zone. That's where it matters the most. Is in the red zone. Production matters when you get down in the fucking red zone. It doesn't matter you throwing a guy open in a fucking open field, dude. Like that's fine, but unless it's an open field where he runs straight for a touchdown, that shit usually gets negated when you come against good defenses and get down in that third
That's facts.
and 10. That shit can go right out the window. When you got for yourself, dude, like Bowers and Terry, man, and you got Thornton. If he's the pop up, boy, you're in some fucking trouble. So.
And then Tucker in the slot.
I'm just saying, I like Jacoby. There's nothing against the guy. It's not personal. When you can get better, you get better. You can put Jacoby over on the fucking Redskins, still have a great career, still have good production, be able to pay Debo, pay him, pay all the guys, but they're not going to be able to stay good by paying Debo and paying Terry and paying fucking Jaden and paying all their players. At some point, for them and for us, it's just a fucking business move. That's all it is. Terry's young enough that he can still develop people like Thornton. Do you think that Jacoby will have a better chance of developing Thornton, or do you think Terry will have a better chance of developing Thornton? I believe Terry will have a better chance to develop Thornton because he has similar traits to him as a big body, can fucking contest catches, open fields. I think he would have a better success developing our player versus somebody of Kobe. So it's not a knock against him, man. I've said it. He's played in a good teams, dude, with the Patriots. He's had his best deal here with us, with Jimmy. I'm not going to sit here and say that Jacoby can't be a great option in our team, and he probably will be here. It's just a hypothetical trade. There's no anything saying that they're going to trade him, but I'm just saying if the scenario comes up, you got to be ready for it. And I would pull the trigger.
That's facts. And what you were saying about the yards over the middle and stuff, especially in our division now that Jim Harbaugh's got Jesse Minter as his defensive DC, because he does that all the time. He lets teams get the yardage up the middle, but the second you get in that fucking red zone, like you've said before, that's when he locks shit down.
That's why I said I wanted him coming out of Michigan because of that exact reason. He played that same way in college. It gives open field fucking balls. They don't give a fuck. The second you get over in that 40, 30, 20, 10, it's a whole different ball game, and it's a way different team you're facing. So it just gets to be a difficult team at that point.
Yeah, and I've been one of the biggest advocates for Jacoby, but at the same time, you can't dispute that Terry's a true one, whereas Jacoby's like a one. If he is a wide receiver one, it's a wide receiver 1B, whereas Terry's like a 1A, or at least Jacoby's like a solid 2. Well, he's not scary Terry level. That's facts.
Rosetown, that's facts. There was hella fucking holes to fix. I mean, DA would have been a great player with our team, man, if everything would have panned out. You know, if everything would have panned out the way it should have, DA would have been that missing piece, and it would have been a good deal.
Facts.
Is there anything you want to talk about that we talked about already that you want to put your side on?
No, I think I missed some of it coming in, but yeah, that I heard a little bit what you guys were talking about.
D-line.
Oh, the D-line? Yeah. I agree with what you're saying about using Tyree inside, because as you know, I've been a big advocate of Tyree's, and I've always said, same as you, that he's probably better utilized inside with his power. I mean, I don't care if you can bulldoze Cowboys offensive lineman, even though that dude might not be their starting lineman. If you can bulldoze a guy like that, you definitely got that strength to play inside. And like you've said countless times, he's
take it easy, okay?
Have a good one, Harvey.
All right, man.
Later, Harvey.
All right, later, Adam. Later, Dustin. Later, Oz.
Wait, Cortez, you still there or what, bro? You just chilling or what are you doing? Aaron.
Oh, I wait for Aaron. So yeah, what?
Either way, freaking. Put you in the back when you get back. Let me know, Aaron. Oh, I just fucking moved him right when he come back and fucking said that. You hear me?
Yes, put me back, pussy boy.
Motherfucker ain't talking at all. So fucking, you have anything
Nah,
to
bro,
add
I
to
was
it?
letting you guys talk for a minute.
You have anything to add to
What's
it?
up, Bobby? How have you been, bro? Long time no see.
Yeah, good man. Yeah, sorry, I'm just busy with shit.
Nah,
Busy.
bro, I haven't been on either, bro. Just been chilling. So we're talking about the wide receivers.
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
just
that
talking
and
about the Kobe Terry.
Hey, Dustin, you already know. I would trade. I would trade freaking Jacoby Myers and a second, third round for Scary Terry. I'd move off that. I'm a big fan of Scary Terry. We should have had him, but freaking we got AB instead of him.
Yeah, facts.
Because that was freaking. What was our former GM with Gruden? Mayock. That was Mayock's right receiver that year. Yeah, I'm cool. And Besh is gonna take over that position anyways. Jacoby could just walk next year. We don't got to pay him. We got Besh next. Gonna take over.
Well, that's a topic we can hop into. Ozzy, ready or what?
I'm ready. I'm just fixing up my
We're
headphones.
going to go on to the topic about basically none of the signed yet, so outside of two of them. So a lot of them are holding out for guaranteed contracts and so on. But Ozzy, speak on it. All right. Either way, we can basically your mic's not working. Nope. Nope. All right. Whatever. Back in. But long story short, a lot of the ground players haven't signed their contracts. A lot of them are looking for guarantees. They all want fully guaranteed contract because of Higgins. His, I've said like the NIL money, dude, is going to ruin football in NFL because a lot of people make more money over there than what they're going to make here in a 4 year span. So I get a lot of them looking for guaranteed contracts. That's why I think that college needs to put a cap on it for damn sure, so we don't have issues like this. Do I think that it's going to cause an issue with players? Look, man, at the end of the day, everybody wants their money. I mean, they're here to sell for here to get their money. So their whole career played every deal for nothing and finally makes it. So if looking at Betch and thinking like, are they going to have a holdout and play? I don't think so. I mean, showed that, yeah. I mean, I get it that people are talking. I'm not gonna lie, people be able to hold out. I don't know the circumstance of it. And I also don't think that Jack is that type of player either. He's a hardworking player. I think he wants to show his production out on the field. The more his coaches and everybody see his production and trust him, man, the easier it'll be to write that contract. Like if your production match what you're asking for, I don't think that our organization will have any issue giving it to them. You know what I mean? Like, I believe as good as the production that you put on the field, your sample size, when you have a guy like Spytech and them, when you're looking at $1 million contract guarantee, I don't think that's too big of a thing to ask. Like, in my opinion, I don't think it's too big of a thing to ask. But you're also saying you're going to be productive for the next 4 years. You're not going to have any fall off. You're going to actually better on this team. It's a big commitment for us to pay you up front if you're not having the same production. And let's just be real. Most people that get contracts first, dude, and even pros have a really good year before they get the contract, and then the year they get their contract, they tend to fall off. Not everybody's Max Crosby and Vaughn or people of those deals that their production doesn't fall off. But the majority of people in the NFL, once they get those contracts, they don't play the same fucking way. So I can understand why we kind of protect ourselves, not want to give a fully guaranteed contract to a second round player. You have good production, 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns in college. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue the fact that got the stats, but college isn't the same in the NFL. There's been a lot of Heisman Trophy winners. There's been a lot of fucking people that can win a state championship and come to the NFL and suck ass. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do in college, and it's what you do in the NFL. So I think Beach is a good player. I don't think he's going to hold out, in my opinion. Like, I truly don't believe he's going to hold out. I could be wrong. I don't know him. I don't know his circumstances. So I can't sit and say if I'm 100% right. But if I was going to bet, I would bet that Beach wants to be here to play and win with this fucking team right now. He wants to be the best that he can. He talks about him and his brother all the time, that you're getting both of us the energy. I don't think that energy said, I want to sit on the fucking bench. Like, I don't think that's what happened there. So I think time will tell. And I'm just going to say I think he'll be in camp and I think he'll play. The Raiders get him signed before the start of the season or else he can't play. So he goes in the camp, waives the waiver, and says, okay, he waives the waiver, but he still guarantees his contract that if something's to happen during camp, he still gets his contract the same way that it was written before even signing it, or he fucking commits to in-camp fucking voluntary, where basically in-camp is where he comes to the fucking drill, he doesn't compete in drills, and the only drills he does exercise drills, which you don't want that. And then the last one is fully pulled out. So I don't think you want him out. So I would just say coming to the first option, coming in, sign waiver, guarantee your contract, still play, and then let them negotiate it as you keep going, because that's what it should be. And then if you decide that once we get to camp, if they can't negotiate your contract that you want to sit out, then just sit out. I think it'll hurt them. Just asking me, because Jacoby knows is here to take his job. Like, it's just dude. I mean, he runs the same similar deals, same type of player, position caps, route runner. I mean, he fetches him. So if Jacoby takes advantage of him, like Jacoby going in here, but bet shows over this year and shows out over Jacoby, well, Jacoby may not be here. So it's more favored to Jacoby that doesn't play. He plays Jacoby, Trey Tucker, and Fortin. You want us, that's for sure. That's what you're hoping for, but you got to remember, man, this is business, dude. It's a straight fucking business, dude, and it's sharp. He's sharp. There's a bit out right now. Joe Montana and Steve Young, where he basically said, like, hey, Joe, man, did you help Steve when he was here? And he was like, hell no, man. He's like, that my job was to keep that dude on the bench, like, basically straight up. He wasn't trying to favor him to take his fucking job. So you got to always remember, man, this is a business out here with some of these guys, and if they ain't making money and they're not staying in the else. So I think he'll be hoping that he decides to sit out. And I think Jack knows if he's to sit out, it can hurt him. So I think he'll be, like, if I'm just being honest, I believe he'll be here, and I think he'll be ready to go when he gets here. So what do you guys think?
I honestly think that Beck could actually learn a bit from Terry if we were to trade Jacoby. You feel me? And Beck would be, or Besh, I should say, would become that slot receiver for sure. His rookie year, if we were to trade Jacoby.
I was thinking about that too. About if you, let's say that Edge, has a holdout issue, he's having all these deals.
Yes.
I can hear you now. Let's say that he has all these deals. Instead of trading Jacoby, you trade fucking Beach and some draft cap and take Terry. You know what I mean? Like, you just subbing out the player and getting the other player. I mean, I don't think you'd want to do that in the long run, because you're going to be writing Jacoby and Terry a contract. But I mean, worst case scenario about it, you can most definitely. I mean, like I said, if Beach is to sit out, man, that's gonna hurt him. It's gonna hurt him massively. But
You
you
guys
can
were
speak
talking about the whole
on the topic.
sitting out at beach.
You can speak on the topic.
Yeah, so yeah, like I was gonna talk about before my stupid fucking mic fucked up. Um, yeah, so I think it's from I worked out. I had some notes written down. I think it's from pick 35 all the way down to 64. Yeah, it's 35 to 64. All those second rounders haven't signed across the NFL yet. So it's about 30 players all up. And out of
Shamar
yeah, so
Stewart's
this is from
situation is
USA.
worse.
This is from USA Today where I saw the report coming out. So
And
and
Dustin,
23 of those
What's
players are like ahead of
the
Beach, and then from 59 to 64 is after Beach because we select the Beach at 58. So he's already got 23 players ahead of him that still haven't signed yet. So what I was like, me and Dustin were talking off camera earlier today, is I don't think Beach is gonna sign most probably until some of the guys ahead of him sign. Because like, why would you? Like, if the guys that are drafted higher than you haven't signed yet, why would you sign? Because usually it's like the guys ahead of you will sign, who were drafted higher than you will sign first. They'll kind of set the market, and then you'll sign. Because it kind of started with what was it? The Washington, I think was it Washington player?
I
Like
think
there's
it would
only
go
two that
the
have
other
signed.
way around if you're
no, I
asking
think it was
me.
Shamar
Never,
Stewart that started all of it.
it would make more sense at the later round sign
Yeah,
first
unless
because
the
he's not
Raiders kind of
making
want to
more
be the
than the
third
guy
ones to do
that
it or
signs
whatever.
in the beginning of the round. Like he's not making more money than that guy. So it'd make more
Yeah,
sense.
but I mean,
It would
sometimes the
make
top
more
end can
sense for
determine the
Jack
bottom
and
end.
them to sign so
It
that way they can
depends.
get on like the program.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's kind of annoying if I was the Raiders, I was just trying to convince them to sign like a certain contract and then let the other team sort themselves out. Like, it's kind of stupid to me because it wouldn't be that much anyway. I think the most he's going to get is like 11.7 or something. That's like the most he can hope to get over 4 years. So like, it's not a great deal of money. We already have $30 million. Like, just get it done before training camp. That's my opinion. And I get where the players are coming from. Like,
Salute,
it's
goat.
like if you're picked at 50, more players that are picked at 58 pan out in the NFL than the guys that are picked in the first round anyway. Like, not like if you look at the statistics. So I kind of get where they're coming from. We're wanting the same kind of like the same guarantees or whatever that the other players get. So I get their point, but at the same time, it's like just sign something that's reasonable to both sides and just get it done, man. Just get the training camp. I just hope it's not the Raiders playing hardball. You know what I mean? Like with the contract, because it's not. Or it's not like it's not like you're talking about like a $50 million contract or something like that. It's like $11 million or something.
7 million.
Yeah, whatever it is, but it's like usually like 11 over 4 years or something.
His is 7.5 over 4.
Yeah, because like that's the top end of the second. So yeah, he's probably around 7 because he's further down the board.
He just wants it fully guaranteed. So
Yeah, it's like just guarantee it. Who cares? It's 7 million. Like we eat more dead cap than that of one player every year anyway.
that's what I'm saying. I don't. I don't think. I don't
Like
think it'll be cool a deal
it's not
as
gonna
everybody
like
thinks
let's
because
say worst case scenario. They guarantee the contract, and he either doesn't pan out or gets injured or something. Who gives a fuck? It's only $7 million.
yeah, I just think what he wants to do is just see him go into camp, wants to see him play, and if he plays good in camp, then he'll give him the contract. But if they don't see
But
that
yeah, I don't
on
think they're gonna do
playing
that
in
though,
the
because I'm
deal,
just
I gotta
looking
give
at
him the
the
contract.
CBA stuff, and like according to the CBA, like the bartering agreement is they can't participate in camp until they're signed
He can
because that
play as
waiver
long as
he
he
had in
signs the
minicamp
waiver.
it
He
no
can
longer
sign.
applies.
He can do one of three options. He can do one of three options. He can sign the waiver, retain his contract at 7.5, 7.7 million, and he can play in all activities. Then they can negotiate his contract from there. Or he can do what's voluntary in hold camp, where he sits out in camp, but he's there. He
Yeah,
doesn't play
you
in
can
any
do the
drills,
in-hold
doesn't
camp
play in
thing.
any deals, and he only does exercises. And then the other one is not showing up at all in camp.
Yeah,
He can
because
do
what
one
I
of
was
three things.
reading from the rules and regulations or whatever, like the CBA one, is that waiver only applies to rookie minicamp. It doesn't apply to like training camp, preseason, or anything else.
Oh, it applies in training camp. You just can't go on
Yeah, no,
season.
because what they said, what I read of the rules is it says the collective bargaining agreement rules and regulations on unsigned players. Where was it? I wrote it down somewhere. Yeah, the Beach had a waiver during rookie minicamp, which no longer applies once full team activities begin. That's what it said. So in other words, he can do the holding out in camp thing you said, like just not doing any of the physical activities in camp until he's signed. But I don't think you can't practice, you can't do training camp, you can't do preseason, none of that. That's what I read. I don't. That's what I was reading. Because it's a little different than rookie minicamp, apparently. It's like it can't after rookie minicamp finishes, it no longer applies. That waiver that he was on, because I know the waiver you're talking about, but it was only for minicamp apparently. So in other words, if he isn't signed within the next 24 hours, he can't do any on-field practice or anything. The only thing he could do is watch film and stuff like that. That's kind of why I made the post about it this morning, because oh shit, so he can't even use the waiver anymore. I think the only other option you would have is if Beach decides him like at his own risk to do it, but I don't think his agent would approve of that. Or maybe they sign some other separate agreement just between the club and him that's separate from anything else. I don't know if they're allowed to do that by like NFL regulations or whatever, but if they are, they could do something like that where it's just a temporary contract for training camp, which might be like, like $1 million or something. If that's a possibility. I have to look at the legalities of that because I'm not sure what the NFL rules are around that.
That's crazy. If you don't get to go in there, and like I said, it just favors Kobe Myers.
Yeah, it would be stupid because if at that point you'll probably say Jacoby Myers is locked in at either outside or slot at that point because if Bash ain't participating, then that's just going to push him down the depth chart until he is signed, and then he's going to have a harder time making a roster spot because it's like if it goes into the preseason and he ain't signed, or say it finishes the preseason and he ain't signed, he's going to have a
Yeah,
hard
because
time
if you
getting
don't
on
sign
the.
and play by they have the rookies in on the 17th. So if he's
That's
not
what I'm
signed by
saying.
then
Like,
and he can't come in and play, then like I said, it's just going to favor Jacoby going down the deal. Gives
yeah,
it
facts.
gives Thornton a better option, and it gives Trey a better option. I mean, if that's how Bench wants to see his fucking career go right
I
after,
wouldn't recommend it. That's for
I
sure.
mean, that's a fucking one there. If I
Plus,
was them,
then,
I would be like fucking sign the contract because I think my career is more than that fucking $7 million. Like there's
yeah,
plenty of players in these leagues where they go out and hold out in their year one and two and already redo a contract. So I think
yeah. And what I
plays
was reading is
you can
it's
do that.
mostly insurance and liability, both to the player and the club. If he's not signed, it's to do with the insurance stuff, like
Yeah,
insurances
and
against injury and all that.
if he signed, he's still guaranteed his money the way he looks at it. He's going to have a signing bonus and certain money is gonna be guaranteed, and then he's going to have the rest of the
Yeah,
contract.
Because the pros and the cons is an unsigned player can't be fined, but the cons are he can't participate in any games or any practice or nothing until he is signed. And if it gets to a certain point, don't on rare cases players can re-enter the following year's draft, but then you're missing a whole season. And if you do that, other teams
He
ain't gonna
can't
draft you,
re-enter
or they're gonna
the
draft you way
next
down
year's
the board.
draft unless he can't enter next year's draft unless he was turned back to college.
That's what I'm
Then he'd
saying.
have to
Like
be
the only way that
accepted, which
happens is if
there's
you
never
didn't
been a
consistently
player
play at
ever
all
in
this
the
year.
history of the game to do it. So I don't know how that'll happen.
I think it's happened before, but it's rare. It's very rare.
They have to challenge to be accepted back. I'm almost
Yeah, I
sure.
think
I
so.
don't
Yeah,
think
it's a
one
whole
player's
process
ever
to
done
it.
it.
It has happened before, but it's like 1 in a million times or something.
What player did it?
I had to look it up, but I was reading about it. I had to look. I remember the player's name, but it happened years. Like this is ages ago, because it's one of those things that's barely ever happened. Been like one or two players or something that's ever done it.
Yeah, I know the rules. I know the rules for sure. You have to challenge to be accepted back,
Yeah,
and
it's a whole process to it.
the college has to want to accept you. And I think it only works if you're not drafted in the draft and if you want to return. Like I think there's only certain circumstances that allow it, but even if
Yeah,
they want
it'd
to
have to
go,
be.
they still have to be accepted back.
Yeah, I'd have to go more in depth on that, but all I was
Yeah,
reading
he'd
was
be
that
a
yeah,
fucking
that's
free
his only
agent.
options
That's what
really,
he'd
and
be.
that last
He'd be a
option is really
fucking
not really an
free
option.
agent.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be stupid for him to do that because if you even
He'd
if we did
be
do that and they did accept it, then
he'd
it'd
be
be
just
dumb because
different
there's
than
no way he'd get
Isaiah
drafted in the
Conrad.
second round again.
Isaiah Conrad a fucking free agent, right? There's nobody who wants to sign that motherfucker.
That's what I'm
So
saying. He'd end up in a Shador Sanders situation if he did that. So I don't see that happening. It's either gonna be he doesn't participate in training camp and then gets signed sometime during the preseason or something, or
that's
you know,
100% how this story will go
yeah,
down. They'll either hold out till they get their fully guaranteed, or fucking Pete and them think that the players that are good on the field, they're not going to sweat his contract, dude. Like that's how
yeah.
look, you depend on a
I just so
player if he brings value to the team. But if the fucking players are already bringing value to the team, why would they care about him? He's an option. That's how you got to look at it. He's an option.
yeah. I do get where the players are coming from though, being second round picks. I don't see why they just don't guarantee the money same as first rounders.
That's crazy.
More first rounders
Fucking
bust out than
contract
second rounders
in the
anyway.
first and second rounds, like fuck, that's crazy as hell. Not every contract in the first round's fully guaranteed.
Yeah, they are apparently, from what I was reading.
There's no fucking way.
I have to double check, but that's what it said.
Yeah, I don't think so, man. I think even Ashton Genties isn't fully guaranteed. He just got guaranteed money. Like, fuck, you're telling me that every fucking team out there is gonna pay out 35 fucking million fully guaranteed for a 5-year player? I don't think so. There's going to be certain players out there that'll get it, but I don't think every damn player. That'd just be crazy.
Just double check that way you guys are talking. But yeah, long story short, they should just hurry up and sort it because we've got like 24 hours until training camp practically.
Yeah, I mean that's the next problem. They know the rules. They know what they got to sign. That's his problem. I think that's like they say. That's him problem, not a me problem. Because everybody else is going to be there that wants that job.
Facts.
I mean, Brock will play all over the place. Brock Bowers will play all. That's what I'm saying. Like with the offense that we have, you're running 3 receivers out there with your 2 tight ends, halfback sets that you got. You're not going to be running every receiver you have on the whole team on the field at the exact same time. And if they're Trayer, good connection, Thornton, Jacoby, I mean, pretty sure there's 3. I mean, would you love to have Jack there? Yes, it's a plus, not even no doubt. But again, I don't think it hurts the team. So
Yeah, they're saying that since 2022 was when every first player managed to get fully guaranteed deals. Anyway, I have to look more
there's
into
no
it though.
fucking way. There's no fucking way.
That was first round picks, but yeah, I'd have to look more into that. But that's what it's saying, but I don't know how true that is. Because they're saying there was a CBA signed in 2011, but it wasn't until 2022 that all the first round picks in 2022 managed to sign fully guaranteed deals, and that's when it kind of changed. But yeah, I don't know how true that is. But if that is true, I get why the second rounders are now saying the same thing because, like, if you're the 32nd pick and you're guaranteed, then you're the 33rd pick and then you're not guaranteed. Like, what's the fuck difference?
I
I don't
wonder
know.
if we're talking about pay, because that's what I'm talking about. I know every first round is going to have. I know every first round is going to have a guaranteed 5-year contract with the 5th-year option. Like I know that for sure.
Oh
But
yeah, I
I'm
know that
talking
one. Yeah,
about the money. I'm talking about the money.
maybe I don't know. I'm not too sure to be honest. I had to take a deeper dive into it. But from what I'm hearing from the whole second round thing, it seems like that's what they're saying. Like the first rounders are guaranteed, therefore they want the same thing. But yeah, like I was saying though, it'd be pretty dumb if he doesn't do it because he's just going to be hurting himself at the end of the day. I mean, as long as the club is offering him something like at least 50% of the
Yeah, they
guarantee
say
or
most
something, then
first round picks are fully guaranteed, but there's teams like Cincinnati that have been noted to include contract language that could primarily avoid guarantees under specific circumstances through this is current controversy. They get their they get the salary and signing bonus are guaranteed regardless of whether the player remains on the team, gets injured, or underperforms. For example, 2025 NFL contracts like Cam Moore,
yeah, exactly.
48.4
What am I saying
million,
exactly?
Hunter are fully guaranteed as of later picks like Josh Simmons, but no, some teams like Cincinnati and 25 have been noted to include contract language with offset contract. But I'm saying, like, I get the point that they're getting paid regardless if they're injured. What I said is that the contract plays out with the numbers. Every year they get $2 million, $5 million, $6 million. Like they're not getting fucking $31 million up fucking front. Very few players are getting that. Like I said, and or Hunter, they're probably getting the whole fucking contract given to them just because of the player. But I guarantee the other players getting yearly of what they're owed.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, because otherwise, every first round in the NFL with zero cap for
Sorry,
5
man, just
years.
a minute.
What happened?
Just trying to adjust my sound, bro. Just a minute.
Yeah, because not every first round pick has zero dead cap for 5 years. That's not how it works. So it's been fucked up. Fuck back up the Lexi, play touching slugs, cap jack. My mic's echoing. I can hear it. It's weird as hell.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go through my monitor. Sorry, man. I was just trying to fix the echo, but it's not working.
It's mine that's probably echoing.
Okay. Maybe that's what it is then. Thought it was my side.
No, it's probably mine. I
Okay,
can't get
all good
the
then.
rear account off with a fucking deal. It won't let me kick it off the show.
Yeah, maybe.
And then if I back out, uh, back
No,
out.
you're good. I just thought it was mine because I'm running like my laptop through a monitor and stuff, so I thought there was some crossover or some shit. Because normally when I plug my headphones into my microphone, it fixes the problem, but it's just not doing it today. So I'm having to plug my headphones through the remote into the monitor. Anyway, as long as I can hear you, that's what matters.
All right, yeah. I want to talk about Juwan Jennings.
What was that?
You want to talk about Juwan?
Yeah, so because we're trying to talking about the Jacoby thing, so I thought it kind of ties into the whole wide receiver talk. Um, yeah, I'm passing on that deal. Like, I don't see like I saw it on Instagram and stuff, and a couple other places, people talking about it, and I'm like, why? Because like, if you compare him and Jacoby, Jacoby's better anyway. Like, why? Why do we need another Jacoby on the team? What point is it? Even if you give up a 6 round pick or something, with how well John Spytek has drafted, why would you give that pick up to get another player on the team that's like to me is a lesser version of
Well, if
Jacoby?
he's
It
only
makes
a
zero
round
sense.
pick, he's only a wide receiver 3.
Yeah, exactly. At best, if you bring in a Jawan Jennings, at best he's probably going to be a wide receiver 3. And if you count Bowers as a receiver, he's like a wide. I mean, that's like a receiving option. He's like the fourth receiving option at best. Like the dude hasn't even had that many. Like his numbers aren't even that great. He's only been in the league like 4 years. He has like 1,900 yards and like I think it's like what 13 touchdowns or something. Whereas Jacoby's been in the league for like 6, has like 22 touchdowns, way like almost 5,000 yards. Like, why are we trying to go after a player that doesn't really move the needle on the team and giving up draft capital in the process? Like, it makes zero fucking sense. Like, you're giving up draft capital and whatever for a wide receiver 3, has like 1,900 yards in 4 years and like 13 touchdowns in 4 years. Like, you got Jacoby's been here 6 years. He sat out most of his first year and he already has almost 5,000 yards and fucking 22 touchdowns. I mean, even if Beck doesn't play, you still got Tucker, you still got Thornton, you still got other Tommy
How old
Roll can
is
probably
he?
play
28?
wide receiver. Yeah, and he's 28.
Yeah, fuck
Jennings.
that.
Yeah, and it's not like he's a young guy that's gonna like 24-year-old guy or something that still has all this room for growth.
And he's making like 7.5 million, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a wide receiver 2, 3 at best.
He's a wide receiver
Or he
3.
could be like depending on how your team's set up. But we don't need it. But depending how other teams are set up, he could be like your primary slot guy. But we don't need that. We already got enough guys that can run through the slot. We got Tucker. We got fucking Jacoby. We got fucking Bowers. We got fucking multiple guys that can run through the slot already. We don't need any more slot guys. The only thing we need, and it's kind of like what you've been talking about for the last couple months or whatever, is a true wide receiver 1. That's the only thing we don't have yet. Like, is there potential in some guys? Yeah, I've said it. There's potential in Thornton to be that dude if he can go out there and prove it. But so at the moment, he hasn't taken, like you said, he hasn't taken a snap yet. But the only if we're going to trade for any kind of player offensively, it's a wide receiver 1 or nothing. There's no point otherwise. We don't need running backs. We don't need tight ends. We don't need fucking offensive linemen. We don't need nothing else apart from a wide receiver 1 on offense if we're trading for anybody on offense. I mean, you could argue maybe a right tackle if you're not sold on Glaze, like going after like a proven right tackle. But even then, I'd still go the wide receiver 1 over that. I'm just saying, like, that's the only other position at all, but I'd still rather run with Glaze and just go get a wide receiver 1. Like, yeah, there's 0 point in getting trading for any player on offense apart from someone like a McLaurin or someone like that. And I'd even take Scary Terry over fucking signing Cooper as a free agent if it was up to me. I'd take Scary Terry even over Amari Cooper. Even though you have to give up draft capital for Scary Terry, I'd rather do that than go and sign Cooper as a free agent. Just because I think Terry brings more to the team than Cooper does.
I mean, fucking Mark drops the fuck out of balls, dude. Like, he knows that, right?
Yeah, I've liked Scary Terry for a while. I think I can't remember when I posted it, was like a few months back. But I heard about when his contract was expiring. I think it was like sometime during when the off season started.
Yeah, Scary will that out with the people out there in the market for sure.
Yeah, I mean you put like best case scenario, you go get Scary Terry, and like you said, you trade Jacoby because his contract is finishing, so his value is at its highest right now. So if you're giving up Jacoby for a Terry, it makes sense because you're going for, like you said, a 4 touchdown guy and 1,000 yards for a 1,000+ yard guy and 13 touchdown guy. So it's an upgrade. It moves the needle on offense, so it makes sense. And then by giving up Jacoby, you're not giving up a second-round pick or something. You're only giving up like maybe somewhere between a third to a fifth rounder because you're giving them a player back. So therefore, it's lessening the draft capital hit.
Facts.
So that to me is the only trade offensively that makes any sense whatsoever. Defensively, I don't know how to look at, but there's plenty of free agent guys I'd go after in free agency. I mean, if you wanted to talk about like the moving on of Carter Bradley as the next topic and like, who can fill in that free roster spot.
Yeah.
Because it kind of goes into that conversation, like linking up. So yeah, like as we know, we moved on from Carter Bradley. so that leaves up a free roster spot heading into training camp. Um, so if we're not talking going after Scary Terry, someone like that offensively, then probably look at the defensive side and getting maybe some free agents on the defensive side. I mean, there's guys that you've talked about a couple of times, like Justin Simmons is one of them, the safety. Another one could be a corner like Stephon Gilmore or James Bradbury. They're probably the only two corners I'd probably be interested in, just to bring in that veteran leadership into such a young cornerback room. Other than that, probably like you spoke about before, Von Miller. If you wanted that veteran guy in the linebacking core slash outside guy that can also come off the edge.
Carr's not coming back as a quarterback. Carr said that he's come back as a fan,
Yeah,
just
he's came back as a fan, yeah,
be with
which is cool.
the players and stuff and like.
If he was to come back and play, it wouldn't be till next year at the earliest.
Yeah, he's not coming back.
Yeah. If whoever was to happen, it wouldn't be till 2026 at the earliest anyway. He's not coming back and play football this year. But yeah, like that said, yeah, probably the only positions I would look at is either corner, safety, and or possibly adding another edge player like a Von Miller. Just because we don't know what's going to happen with Kuntz, we don't know what's going to happen, or how healthy Max is going to be through the whole season. Tyree, we're still waiting for that year 3 pop, which I think he can do, and they also might want to use him inside, like we talked about. I'm not a fan of Snowden. Like that guy, like there's too much shit going, like news stories about that guy that I don't like. Like first you get drunk as fuck, um, don't know where the fuck you're at, and then there's stories that come out that you were in there with an underage girl or some shit. So it's like I don't want that kind of drama around my team. So if even if you bring in Von Miller as a rotational guy, he can easily beat out someone like Snowden easily. Then you'd have Von, Max, Tyree, and Malcolm. Like that's pretty deadly. And then you can also use Tyree inside more if you have Von. So it makes sense if you bring in him as a free agent. Also at his age, you're probably not looking at top money anymore. Maybe 12 million or something. No 20 million. So, I mean, what do you think, bro?
Gonna be
Yeah, this who would you get in to fill the roster spot since they cut Carter Bradley?
hmm,
Like, if it's not Scary Terry on offense, who would you go after?
I mean, I think we're just gonna go by where the weakest position is. And if me, obviously corner. I mean, uh, if you know PJ ain't playing and you're resulting to just be in there, you'd probably get the receiver.
Yeah,
And
facts.
it's the same. I mean, linebacker wouldn't make sense. I mean, you got fucking 10 linebackers here, man. I mean, one of these guys are good. You're not playing all the people at the time. Safety position makes sense if you don't think follow and you're going to playing level you think. So I can see going and Simmons, seeing on or Cloud. I can see him trying to Mike Hill at the slot corner because they don't think Holmes is going to be good or Bennett or anybody will play that spot. So I think you can move it around a lot of different places. I mean, I don't think you have to Mark Cooper, Keenan Allen, somebody else. I don't know. I'd have to look at the wide receivers that are available. Um, I'd probably be looking for production. You'd want Keenan Allen over Mark Cooper, but I mean, there's a lot of options you can put here. I mean, if you know that Christian Wilkins isn't going to be week 1, you can move Tyree and go for more. If you know that, I don't even know if you go corner. I don't even know what's available. I just know he'll be the best corner available for us. But that would imply that you either got Bennett, Stokes, Orton, Richardson, somebody's guaranteed those outside jobs. So that's kind of where I'd be. Yeah, I don't know. I think you go Simmons if you don't think Paulo's the starter. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Richardson, because you're talking about Decamerion, right? I mean, it's probably good things we're hearing about him now popping up with from the thing that Dante Thornton said about him showing up during practice and stuff as well.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, at least that kind of because you've been talking about Decamerion for a while now. It's kind of like you've been saying, like if Decamerion can show up and then you have him and Porter on the outside, then it kind of like if you can solidify those two spots with those two, then it just really leaves Stokes or Bennett in the slot. Like who's going to be the starter in the slot? That would probably be the main battle at corner if those two can play outside. I mean, at that point, you probably don't really need if he shows up. Like if Richardson shows up and fucking Porter shows up, then you don't really need a veteran corner at that point.
I mean, it just depends on how they feel about the players. Do they think that they can
Yeah, facts.
go out and dominate one? Do they think that they're gonna, big game fuck-ups? I mean, it's all gonna come down to how they feel about that player.
Yeah, facts. But I mean,
I
it's
just
kind of
don't
like you've been.
know. Like,
I'm
I
just
don't know
curious
who
because like
is the main spot.
yeah, it's just funny when you just kind of like cut a player like literally like 2 days or 24 hours roughly before training camp. Then
And
it
I
usually
think a
means
lot of
they're
people
gonna make some kind of move.
overthink it. I think what that. I mean, you think if you cut a player on the day of, why wouldn't you
But
try
I
the other
get why
guy
they
in the
do it.
day of?
Like if they think he's not a fit, like it gives him a chance to go to like another team and stuff. So I get that part of it. But like if you're doing it as a franchise, it also usually means you got someone else in mind that you want to go after
I
too.
would say, why isn't he signed then? Why
What's
wouldn't
that?
they cut him that day? Why didn't they sign that guy then?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, what's stopping him is what I'm asking. Like what's stopping it? Why hasn't there been no conversation of it? I mean, I think
Yeah, it's
I
just
don't
it's a
think
little
it's as
strange.
complicated as signing the
Cause
day when the contract in
I'm
place.
just yeah, because I'm just thinking, wouldn't you want like when you go into training camp, don't you want to use as many roster spots as you have as possible to see like what you have?
I would say I would keep the spot open in case someone gets hurt. I can have a guy there instantly. No complications.
That's true.
You have quarterback fourth option with Tommy. Like
Oh yeah, facts. I get why they
your
moved on
quarterback
from like
room
we don't
stays
need him.
more
I'm not.
mobile with Tommy, UNL,
Yeah, you could. I mean, we got
and
yeah. I mean, we got Gino, we got Aiden, we got Tommy Malott, we
Cam.
got Cam Miller. We also got. I think there was that guy from UN, really. The Las Vegas quarterback we got out of college, like undraftable or whatever. I think it was from
UNL
Vegas.
quarterback.
Was he a quarterback? The one from Vegas or something?
Yeah, he's UNLV. He's quarterback, number 10.
Yeah, yeah. So we got him as well, and he's apparently mobile, like dual threat as well. So that's probably why. I mean, I'm feeling like they're moving more towards that dual threat stuff, unless it's someone like Aiden that's like a really good pocket passer.
When you're over in a position, you can most
But we'll see what happens.
move him, and it has no difference to the team at the moment because
Exactly. I
that
mean, you
guy
can
was
always get
out of
someone
there.
like yeah, facts like Tommy or like the guy from Vegas and just move him to wide receiver or something. Or running back.
I mean, who do you want to sign?
I mean, personally, if I was to pick one player, if you're sold on your corners, or if you're not sold on your corners, I should say, I'd probably get someone like Stephon Gilmore just because he's got that pedigree. He's a leader. He can definitely teach all our secondary players like a thing or two. That guy's been like one of the best in the league for a long time. Is he getting older? Yeah, sure, but you don't need him to use him like as a starting thing anyway. I just use him as a guy that can step in if other people aren't showing up, and if they are showing up, then he's like the third dude on the thing there. He's there to help them develop. But if not that, then I'd probably go after maybe Von Miller just because I'm still a little skeptical about like is Malcolm Kuntz going to show up? Is Max 100% healthy? Like there's questions around that. And like they say, you can never have too many good pass rushers. So
What I would do is trade for
oh, we trade for Terry.
Jamel
Oh,
Dean
Jamal Dean. Yeah, that's right.
or wait,
Yeah,
they
I'd
cut
do
him
that.
and then bring him. And then I was bring somebody else.
Would you still move
This
on from
guy
Bennett?
right here, he's not the best player overall. I would trade Jacoby or Jacorian Bennett.
Decamerion Bennett? Yeah.
I don't
Would you
care.
still?
I don't care if Jacorian's fucking 4 years younger. The dude gets injured every single year. He has issues every year, and he can be good. But if you're not good for 17 games, it doesn't matter. And Dean, he's been injured too throughout his career. But the difference is he's won a Super Bowl and he knows how to stay healthy when it comes to go win games. He knows how to play man press SP system. He fits this system way better than Bennett. So if we're looking to try to get better with the players we have and not give up too much, I would probably go with Dean. I take drafted this guy. So I'd most definitely take him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against it. Like again, corner is one of the positions where we're youngest at, so I have no problems bringing in that guy that's like a little older. Like, what is he, 28?
Yep, 28 years old.
Yeah, yeah. So that's like a perfect age because he's not at like that 30 whatever like Gilmore is, but he's still old enough that he's been in the league. He has the experience and all that. So it's kind of like
I
the
think we
perfect
have
age for
to be
us
in the
right now.
mindset of winning now. The players
Yeah,
win.
that's fact. I mean, if they're about winning now, like they've been saying, then it'd be a good move. And I'm a fan of
But
Jacorian
we
Bennett
just
and stuff.
always
I mean,
think
I
that
don't
he ain't let
have to go
give
to a
him
team,
people
but
coaching
whatever it
together.
takes to get better.
He better get
Yeah, facts. Like at the end of the day, it's about whatever makes the team better. Whatever. It's like I was saying with the wide receiver thing. It's like whatever pushes the needle further. You know, if you're bringing in a player or swapping a player for a player, like a corner for a corner, and it moves that needle more to the winning side, then that's what you do. If you think even if you bring that corner in and you think he can win you one more game a year, then that's what you do.
yeah,
Yeah, because that's what it is. It's like any given Sunday, man. So like, if you think bringing in one corner or swapping a corner for a corner can ensure that you think in your mind that as a GM and as a head coach that you're going to win at least one more game bringing that player in, then that's what you do. Because maybe that's the move that takes us from like a 9-8 team to a 10-7 team. You know what I mean? That could mean the difference between making the playoffs or not making the playoffs.
that was very cool. I got two topics left. Training camp battles. You take the job away from Gino, which you want.
I'd do the Geno one because we've been talking about this for a few months now. And I've been saying it the whole time that like this should be the number one battle we're all looking at as Raider fans, content creators, etc. Going into camp, because we always say like the quarterback's the most important position on the team and all that. Well, if that's the case, then you cannot say that the whole Aiden versus Geno thing for the starting job ain't the most important thing that we should be focused on right now. And anyone who thinks that Aiden doesn't have any chance of doing it is lying to themselves. Because at the end of the day, a quarterback's main job is passing the football. Like that's their number one job. It's passing the football, pocket presence, leadership, all that. Like if a guy's mobility at the end of the day doesn't really matter, just as long as you can at least step step left and right, step up in the pocket. That's what navigate the pocket. That's all you really need to be able to do. I mean, fucking Brady's proof of that. He's won 7 rings doing it. So that's how I kind of look at it. Like if I'm judging a quarterback, the most important thing, number one, is ball security, like not turning it over, because that costs you games. Number two, arm strength. How like can he get it downfield? Can he hit Trey Tucker 50 yards downfield? Which obviously Aiden's already done that, so we already know he can do that. Then next thing I'm looking at is like what's his processing speed? Like once the ball snapped, how fast can he go from read one, read two, read three, whatever? How fast can he go through his progressions? Number four is how does he handle pressure? If he sees a fucking big fucking DT coming at him up the middle or something, does he freeze up or does he step left or right and avoid the pressure and still throw the ball off? Which I can tell you for a fact, Aiden's fucking done that. And one of the best passes I ever saw him do, I'm pretty sure it was 2023, is when he literally just took the sack, and as he's taking the sack, he got that touchdown to me. And you literally, if you watch it back, you literally see him get smacked straight after he gets the ball off, and then it's just like, and he gets the touchdown doing it. Like, Aiden needs to get to stand there and get the ball off and make the play and then take the hit. You don't want him to take the hit, but it's good to know that he has the balls to stand there and still not freeze up or freak out or a bit like Gardner mentioned, fucking like freak out the first sign of pressure.
And throw the ball to the other team right away.
Yeah, like that's when I was like, okay, Aiden can actually be a solid quarterback because if you can stand there, throw the ball off, and then take the hit like, split seconds after, then that shows me you have the balls what it takes to be a fucking starting quarterback.
I mean, I
And
think
he's
Aiden,
only going to play better, and it shows me you're only going to play better if our line gets better. You're only going to play better then. Like if our line play gets better, like our pass protection gets better, you're only going to get better from there on out. Because if you can throw an accurate ball under pressure like that, where you're getting hit seconds after, then you're definitely going to throw an accurate ball when you're getting proper protection. So yeah, I definitely think Aiden can take the job. I think it, like you said, it'll be determined by camp in the next few days. The number one thing I want to be looking out for is reports on turnovers. Like, is Gino turning the ball over? Is Aiden turning the ball over? That's the number one thing I want to look at. Is like the touchdown to turnovers. And apparently, I don't know when, but apparently Will's going down. And I said, when you're going down there, try and make your main focus. Just keep an eye on, try to keep a count of how many interceptions each quarterback throws, because I feel like that's what's going to determine the outcome. Is whoever throws some more turnovers or fumbles the ball more is going to lose the job.
I mean, he's throwing fucking interceptions and 8-8. He's going to win that job regardless.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's going to come down to the turnovers, especially if they're splitting snaps. Like they were, like they were before, where they were splitting, like Aiden and Gina were splitting snaps with the ones. So, because that tells me if you're splitting teams with the ones, like you said, I think it was on a couple of lives ago. You said like when you see them splitting the snaps on the ones like that, then you know there's fucking definitely a quarterback battle going on.
Well, especially if we go into camp with pads on, that's facts.
Yeah, if they go into the pads on and then they're still splitting snaps like that, then yeah, there's 100% a quarterback battle
I
going
mean,
on,
I
and I don't
said, dude,
see
if
why there
you're
wouldn't
telling
be.
me Aiden ain't better with the better line that he has right now, you're crazy as hell. I've said
That's
Aiden
facts.
played good football without a good line. He was able to play without having good players, and he went into Kansas City and threw 10 receptions for 140, and he put up 340 yards, two touchdowns,
He
interception,
outplayed Mahomes in that game.
and
That's the
people
crazy
said
part.
that he can't fucking win. I mean, that's
Yeah,
crazy as
and that's facts. And the craziest part about it is he outplayed Mahomes in his own stadium.
damn right. I mean, I think it'd be
And
crazy
you can't
and he
like is
can't
Mahomes a better
win.
overall quarterback? No one's denying that. But in that specific game, in that specific time, Aiden was better than him. The numbers don't lie. I think Mahomes had like what 250 yards or something, a touchdown and an interception or some shit.
Division wins matter too. So
Facts,
you go in
facts.
there, he has something on them Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, you'd think he would want to load it before the
Yeah, it's
done.
like you said before, man.
And
We
that's
could have
Aiden's gonna have
beaten him
to
if
be
one of that
without
fuck snap.
Gino. Aiden will have to beat Gino in camp. He's not gonna do it in preseason. He has to be.
Yeah, facts. I agree. I think it has to happen through camp. I think the quarterback needs to be determined by the time the preseason starts.
Yeah,
Oh shit! What happened? Yeah, we seem to have lost Dustin. So guys, for anyone who's still listening in, he should be back any second. So yeah, guys, the thing that we're saying is if we go into camp now and there's still he's back.
Yeah, I say that sucks, man. I didn't know there was a second screen up the whole fucking time, dude. Some trash.
Oh, is that what the echo was?
Yep, there was a second screen
Oh, I
up
was trying to
on
figure
the.
out. I thought it was my side, bro. It's all good,
Nope,
bro.
it was a second screen up. I didn't even see it at all.
Yeah, that explains why there was an echo
That's so
then. I thought it was my
stupid,
mic or
man.
some shit. It's all good, bro.
I
Yeah, it's
felt
a lot
so
better now.
stupid, like that shit just echoed the whole entire show. It's just annoying.
Yeah, I thought it's my bad. I thought it was me.
Mm.
I should have said
But
something,
either
but
way,
thought it was my
fucking
side.
either way, I think at the end of the day, listen, Aiden's been practicing like a motherfucker. He looks really good. I think Gino even
Facts.
knows it. He's trying to go to the next, next level, trying to hurry up and learn chemistry, people, this, that, the other. I've said it. Aiden just already has the advantage. He knows the
Yeah,
players. He
because it
knows
was
the
in
way they
college more
run their
recently.
routes. He knows all of it. Aiden has a strong arm. Aiden slimmed up, dude, and he's bulked up. I mean, Aiden came in here to try to win. He didn't come in here to sit on the bench. If Aiden came here to sit on the bench, he wouldn't have bothered about losing weight and trying to bulk up and things like that. Aiden came in here and said, "Hey, if I'm going to get a fair chance at this, regardless if they bring in their own guy or not, because Pete will hold, hold a fair competition." I mean, I've said it. Pete will play the best person. I mean, if Aiden is
That's
better than
facts.
Gino in camp, he's
And
going to play Aiden. He's not going to just say,
yeah, he did it with
"I only
Russell.
got 3 years on my contract. I'm fucking 73, but I'll fucking know Aiden's better than this guy. And I'm just going to fucking roll with him." Like, you can't do that, man. You're just going to have to rely on him to be your backup, just like you would. And I've said, the money you pay him, you're saying, yes, he's the starter. And yes, you want him to start, dude. I mean, yes, it's going to be difficult to want to bench him, but at the end of the day, if Aiden's the clear cut better quarterback
Yeah,
this
if
year, I'm
like
pretty
for
sure he'll
example,
take that job.
if Gino comes in and throws like 10 more interceptions or something than
You can get
Aiden
rid
during
of
camp,
Gino
then
next year
Aiden's the
easily.
starter.
You can cut
Yeah,
Gino
like
next year and save money.
facts. And like it's another thing you can do. Like say we're playing through the season with Gino as the backup, and say it's like week 6 or something, and some other team's starting quarterback goes down, then you can just trade him over there.
Yeah, you have a lot of options.
So it's like, yeah, exactly. Because you still got up to that week 8 trade deadline, and then when I was looking at the contract, if you trade Gino this year, that you're pretty much getting out of the contract at that point. So there's always, I mean, there's always that option if, if it comes like if Aiden's a clear cut winner, and then another team loses their starting quarterback, and they're willing to give up a decent draft capital for Gino, like say a third round, which is what we paid for him, so we get our draft pick back, and then you're not eating the contract or whatever, or not much of it, then they'd probably do that at that point. You know what I mean?
That's facts.
And at the end, and it's no one's saying that that's going to happen or whatever. Or no one's like not, all we want is the best quarterback wins the job, whoever it is. And
It's what
Aiden
it
most
goes
definitely
for a
has the
player
chance to
all
do
over the
that.
whole team. Whoever the best player is should win, regardless of
That
who they
that's
are
facts,
name
man.
wise or anything. If Monster's
I
better than
mean, like, I'm
Genty,
not saying this would happen, but
Monster
I'm just
better
saying that
start.
as an example, like, if fucking uh, Cam Miller came in and lit shit up during preseason, blah 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 blah, then you'd start him. Like, I'm not saying we would ever do that. I'm just saying hypothetical as an example. It's always the best player, whoever's playing the best, wins the job.
Facts.
Doesn't
Do you
matter
have
who it
anything,
is.
other topics you want to talk about?
No, I think we've covered most of the stuff today, and we're right. I think we're almost on 2 hours now. It's a good amount of time.
All right, hell yeah, frickin', we're gonna cut it out here, frickin'. Appreciate all you guys showing up. Appreciate all you guys stopping by, chatting. Um, Outside of that, I really do appreciate it. If you want to give a shout out before we bounce out.
Yeah, yeah, sure, man. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I've been noticing lately because I've been a bit busy. I've been jumping in the chat when I can. There's a lot of people been showing up in the chat lately, which is great to see. It's good to see the support from the community and stuff. I mean, that's what we're here for, man. At the end of the day, all we care about, man, is building like a good Raiders community where we can talk football. People can have their opinions and whatever. It's fine. That's
Facts.
what we're all here for. To bring you guys content to talk about whatever there is to talk about, man. Like we don't care about names over here. We just care about what's best for the team.
Talk about shit other people won't talk about, pretty much.
Facts. Pretty much, yeah, facts.
I've always said, man, keep your eyes open because you'd be surprised when it happens. Nobody sat there and expected that trade to go down with Devontae, and it fucking did. So I've always said you got to keep it to what the team is looking at and what the team is needing and what they want, because at the end of the day, Spytek runs this motherfucker, and if he's the lose, that's his job too. So I think he needs to come in here with every best option, every best option out in front of him. And if he don't explore him or explode him, he's going to be the one out of the job again. So at the end of the day, just do what's best for the team.
Work out, he's probably the first one to go.
Yep, facts.
Because you're not going to get rid of Pete. That's not going to happen.
Nope, he'll be here for 3 years.
Yeah, that's facts. So the one really on because he's the first time GM from being an assistant GM, so he's the one that's the spotlight's on, with the drafting and the bringing of the free agents and all that kind of stuff.
And developing them. Just because you draft them, don't mean nothing. You got to develop them.
That's facts.
So outside of that, we'll catch you guys on Saturday, man. Saturday at 9:30 p.m., 12:30 a.m. Really do appreciate you guys. Peace out.
Peace out.